I'm Tom Skinner, I can earn a few quid, I can make a few quid, I'll earn Rudiger a few quid. I used to sleep on a pull-out bed on the floor, pull-out futon, and I had no money, and I was so embarrassed that I was on the floor. I used to wake up before they woke up, and I would come home after they went to bed because I didn't want to be there. Barack Obama, John Major, Johnny Depp, Ricky Gervais. I thought, how am I in this situation? I've just put Tom Skinner, be lucky, Bosch. Yeah. Might get in trouble here, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Welcome everyone to the Men's Room Podcast. Myself, Ade Oladipo Rory Jennings. You know what it's like on the Men's Room Podcast. We talk about absolutely anything. This episode, I have no idea how this episode is going to play out because we've got Tom Skinner with us today.
Finally.
Tom Skinner with us.
You were number one of our list, you know that? You know, when we compiled our guest list, you were number one.
Everyone in the world, me.
No, realistically. No, obviously not that. No, but of the sort of obtainable, you know, like obtainable goals, we were thinking, who realistically, like, we're not going to get Michael Caine, but who could we get? We thought Tom Skinner would be the jewel in the crown of the people that we could potentially get.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I'm looking forward to doing it. I have been, but can I just say before I start, I was live on the road with Alan Brazil this morning. It's a problem. And literally, he was like, mate, 10 a.m, across the road, beers on me. I was like, sweet.
I saw you was with Ronnie O'Sullivan as well.
Ronnie.
Absolute legend.
What a legend as well. Absolutely. And he knew who I was. He went, Bosch. He went, Bosch. He's one of Bosch, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's huge.
You know, it's funny because obviously I do the boxing. I do a lot with Johnny Fisher and his dad. I thought they invented Bosch.
I
100% thought Bosch was theirs, and then I got here today and they said, no, Tom Skinner's Bosch. I was like, well, no, it's not, it's Johnny Fisher.
No, so Johnny, Big John and Little Johnny are friends of mine. Little John, he's worked for the market.
Yeah.
And Big John used to do meat deliveries, and they used to go, I go, Tom, can we drop some meat round, give it a little Bosch? I went, cool, come round. And then they started doing, listen, see, young Johnny's got a good career in boxing. He's doing really well.
Yeah.
And Big John just copied me with the Bosch, bless him. Like, he ain't quite the real Bosch master I am. But honestly, I really like them. They're top guys. They're doing well. Listen, they're earning a few quid out of it, and good luck to them, and nice people. But the king of Bosch is me. We all know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I second what you said about Johnny. I mean, the fans are getting behind him. Wherever he goes, 3,000-4,000 people buy tickets. And Eddie Hearn loves him, so good luck to him and what he does. Let's go back a few years if we can. Tom, I feel like everyone knows about you now, but no one's going to know too much about you growing up. Where'd you grow up?
Romford.
Centre. I said that.
You said that.
He thought maybe Canvey Island, South End. I was like,
Canvey Island?
That was my guess. I said no. I said deeper Essex, didn't I?
I said maybe Romford, Dagenham, Barking. I was like,
I grew up in Romford. The centre of the universe, best town in the world. It's a market town, it's a lovely town, good people. Started my life as obviously lived in a house on Sims Close in Romford. Google it, nice little house, little townhouse in Romford. Then moved to Main Road. Used to have a paper round in Romford. Worked in a barber shop in Romford on Saturdays, and used to set up the market stalls in Romford. And my whole life was in Romford.
Nightclubs in Romford?
They
had a couple of good ones. Have you
been a few times in Romford and knocked a few people out in Romford, but what a guy though.
You've been down Romford, nightclubs?
Absolutely not. Of course I haven't been to Romford nightclubs.
You wouldn't last. You wouldn't last.
Do you know what? I think that might be true, right? I think that might be true. But do you know what I've noticed about...
It's a bit hard though, you know.
Do you know what I've noticed? There does seem to be a slight change in... Like, you know the very stereotypical sort of Essex boys? Like, even if you go back to when I was young, watching the film Essex Boys and all things like that, right? It's got a little bit more delicate. There's a lot of man bags going about, very skinny jeans going about. There is a slight... It's got slightly more delicate, hasn't it?
I don't know about that.
Is it not?
I don't know. Listen,
fashion.
I've got mates. Listen, I've got mates with arms. I own a boxing gym in Essex, Bosch Gym. Bosch.
Where is that? Is that in Romford?
No, it's in Brentwood. So I've earned a few quid. I moved out of Brentwood now. As you do. One thing I done when I started getting a few quid and started doing, so I wanted to start to give something back, and I bought this premises, and we've done Bosch Gym, and we got and my mate Johnny's just turned pro out there. We just turned him over, and we do free kids classes, and I really enjoy doing it. You know, like, and it's actually because I would be 125 stone if I didn't go in that gym every day, because I love it. Go in there, train, work out. After Dino's, of course. Yeah. But yeah, and I love it.
Is that your anchor? Like, do you think, you know, when you sort of operate in a world that you do, very recognisable, people who see you will generally have something to say because you've got that very warm and open personality. Do you find that the boxing gym is the sort of sanctuary where you can go in there and just be?
Yeah, I mean, this. I grew up working in market stalls, like, so I'm always used to talking to people and saying Bosch and whatever. And since going on the telly and doing social media stuff, it's mental. Like, honestly, I can't go anywhere now. But we're going Bosch out the window, or people give me their kids. And I'm like, what? How many kid have a photo? It's crazy. But yeah, I get in the boxing gym, like, we've got some good talent coming through, like, and obviously I'll be under Bosch gym and we work them up, and I love it in there. It's like my friend Huey, he runs the gym, he's a blinder, and it's a nice place to go where everyone in there is normal. It's like we come up here and it's madness.
It's mad.
Every morning we're in there. My little group of mates that I've worked with since I was a kid as well are in there, and we work out, we have a laugh, we get fit, we keep ourselves healthy, keep ourselves strong, and it's just a nice thing to do every day, you know what I mean?
What was school like?
School was I got expelled at 14.
What school did you go?
I went to Brentwood. In Brentwood.
Okay,
yeah, so I used to get the train from Gideon Park Station to Brentwood, and great school, enjoyed the school. Went to school, Gideon Park Primary before that, and I got expelled for being an entrepreneur, believe it or not.
What were you selling?
Trying to outdo the tuck shop.
I'll tell you what happened. So my dad is like, I love my dad's my idol. He's a legend, right? He's a wheeler dealer as well, and I was working. I had paper rounds around Romford. I used to set up stalls on Romford Market. I had a Saturday job with my dad's mate in a barber shop who learnt to cut hair in prison. I don't know that one, but he was a lovely man. And every day was a bagel shop, and I used to go in this bagel shop, and there was like £1.80 for a buttered sausage bagel. And I remember going to my dad, Dad, my mate Warren, he gets a £5 a day off his dad, sometimes a tenner. I said, you don't give me nothing. He said, well, mate, why would I give you any money? He said, like, you're grafting, you got your paper round. He said, you're on the market still setting up stalls. He said, and you're in the barber shop, everyone gives you a £5 a tip. You're doing all right for a young kid. He said, come on, Dad, help me out a little bit. He said, I ain't going to give you no money, but I will find you something else to earn money at school, and thank you very much. So I come home from football training one night, and my dad and my uncle Alan are in the front room, booze, had a few beers, and there's a suitcase in the middle of the front room, and he goes, come in here, I've got something for you. So, right, lovely. He said, open up that suitcase. Oh, no, that's sweet. So I've unzipped it, opened it out, and it is stacked to the brim of porno DVDs and them little thin plastics, yeah? There's got to be 1,000 in this suitcase. It is full. I've gone, sweet, Dad. He's gone, right. He's gone, you return me £1 each per DVD. He said, and what you do, he said, all your mates, he said, listen, you're all going to love that. He said, you go, £3 each, 2 for a £5. I went, sweet, Dad. He went, sweet, you make a few quid. All right, no worries. Next day I goes to school, puts a suitcase in my locker, had a drawstring JD bag that everyone had.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone had one, right? And
blue ones.
I remember, so first day I took 200 or 300 quid on this, I had it off. I was like, wow, I've never earned so much money, yeah? Give me £80 back for each DVD. Next day, same again. Anyway, third day goes again. Now my JD bag's getting a bit tatty, getting a bit torn at the sides. And I'm in the lunch hall, and I'll never forget, I'm going, miss, I'll have the sausage and mash, I'll have the beans. And I've leant over, I'll have this, well, lovely, I'll have that for dessert. Boom. As I've leant over, my bag has gone Bosch. Yeah,
Bosch.
It's split, and there's an assortment of porno DVDs all over the floor of the lunch hall. I've gone, oh my God. This geography teacher absolutely hated me. He didn't like me. He said, he's a wrong and that Tomsky's a wrong. He's gone, what are these, Thomas? I've gone, well, sir, they're an assortment of porno DVDs. He's gone straight to the headmaster's office. So, got sent to the headmaster's office, and I'm sitting there and waiting, and I remember he went, the headmaster, he went, I'm going to have to ring your parents. And I was thinking, please ring my mum. My mum's so chilled out, laid back, wouldn't say boo or goose, love it. Whereas my dad's mad, right? He rings me dad, phone goes, and my dad's obviously in a pub somewhere, and he goes, he's in what? Oh, right, I'll be there in half hour. So my dad probably in Raynham somewhere, he drives down to the school, and I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting on the little chairs outside the office, and my dad walks through, and my dad never wears a suit, but for whatever reason, he had a suit on. I don't know why, what he was doing, he had a suit on. He's going, don't worry, don't worry, I'll smooth it over. I'm like, lovely, Dad, thank you. Goes into the headmaster's office and sits down on the chairs, and he goes, Mr. Skinner, your son has been selling illegal counterfeit porno DVDs in the school. It's illegal. He said, let me just stop you right there, mate. he said, look, my boy's a lot of things. I said, but what it is, he said, I'm trying to teach him how to buy and sell. I want to learn him how to earn money. I don't want him nicking fivers off me because all his mates get fivers to go to school with. I don't want him to be a little spoiled brat. I want him to know how to learn money. He's gone, yeah, but Mr. Skinner, these are illegal. He went, no. He went, I know. He said, what it was, I was in the pub. He said, the Chinese fella coming with a big suitcase. I bought the old suitcase because he looked like he needed a few quid. And I thought, I'd give him a little Tommy to go and sell at school. He went, what? He said, so you can't have a go at him because it's my fault. I'm teaching him how to buy and sell. Anyway, he's looked at him, he went, but Mr. Skinner, this is very illegal. I have to ring the police. And my dad went, no, you can't ring the old bill. Don't be like that. It's my fault. Don't like. Anyway, they're having an argument. I'm sitting like this. Next thing you know, bang, it was my last day of school. I got expelled. And that was it, done. Got thrown out of school. And I was allowed to go back 2 years later to do my GCSEs. But I left school and I remember walking back to the car with my dad. And I went, Dad, am I in trouble? He went, nah, mate, you ain't in trouble. This is how you learn life. Like, he said, listen, he said, it's my fault. He said, you ain't in trouble. That's life. Boom. And then the next week, I was working in my dad's factory, peeing off 50p stickers on DVDs to put in sweet shops with him. But...
Gosh. So from there, what happened between that moment and then I suppose the rise to prominence came off the back of The Apprentice?
Yeah, The Apprentice. So, I mean, after that, obviously I was working with my dad, working the market stalls. I used to work Chris Tree, I used to work Dagenham, I used to work Bob in the market, used to work everywhere, even car boot sales. There wasn't a commodity that I didn't sell. I sold absolutely everything. Anything I get my hands on cheap, I was selling. And I used to do well for myself, but I was a big spender.
Yeah.
Like I used to love going to West End, like bottle of champagne. Say if I went on a Saturday market, earned £1,000, Sunday I'd be skint again. That was me, yeah. I was like a big spender, love grafting, love working, but I loved spending money and I got this taste for a good life. And then as I got a bit older, obviously met my wife now, we've got a little boy with, she's pregnant with twins, like life's going brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hopefully they're mine. And when I met her, I started knuckling. I thought, do you know what? I ain't going to be all my money every week. I'm going to settle down. I want to be with this lady. I love her to pieces, Sinead. And I started sitting down. I started doing pillows. I started getting a little round for myself. And what I'd done was, we was living together, and she went, I need some money for some pillows. No problem. How much? 98 quid each. I went, how the f*** is a pillow 98 quid or whatever, 92, whatever it was, 90 odd quid. And she went, it's a 10 per cloud pillow, Tom. You got to have one. I went, all right, sweet. So I got this pillow, and I was selling pillows 2 for $5 on the market anyway. And the geezer I used to get them from, I thought he lived up in Manchester, Yorkshire way, and I said, I went up and see him, and I said, brother, I said, his name was Jamal. I said, Jamal, I said, this pillow here, I said, like, it's 90 odd quid. I said, can we make something like it? She said, bring it down. I drove down there, give him the pillow, he cuts it open, we copied it, and he went, I can make them for about 9 or 8 quid. I said, straight? He said, straight, same pillow, 9 or 8 quid. I said, we better make a few. Yeah. So I borrowed some money from my pal, we made a load of them, we copied it, and I started getting around, going around all these shops with these pairs. You go, there's 20 pairs, salad turn, I'll come in next week, whatever you sold for. And because they were so cheap, they was as good as the big brand ones, I was doing like 10 pillars a week in all these different shops. Got loads of shops.
So how were you doing that though? Were you just going blind to bedding shops and going, look, I've got this product?
I was walking in going, mate, you got a bed shop, I've got the pillars, there they are, salad return. They're going to cost you, I think, like 17, 18 quid. You go 30 quid with them, they're a third the price of the retail, bish bash bosh, salad return, you can't, and then everyone will come back and collect the money.
Right. Bloody and proper entrepreneurial.
I started having it off, to be fair. And then at the time, now my wife, well, at the time she was my fiance, I believe, back in 2018, 2019, she loves, mate, she's the biggest Apprentice fan there is. She puts a tie on when the show comes on. She's a serious Apprentice fan. And we ran I think it was around my mum's house, having a takeaway, to be fair. And she's like, Tom, I'm going to put you forward for this show. And I'm on the iPad looking at the football scores. I'm like, you what? She went, you've got to do The Apprentice. Now, bear in mind, I'm dyslexic. I struggle reading and writing. Like, I've sold out of the back of a van my whole life. Yeah. Like, I'm not really a business person. I'm a grafter. I work hard, but I ain't really. And she went, I'm going to put you forward for it. You've never had that money behind you to crack on. Like, have a go. So I went, all right, lovely. So she's filled the forms out, all lies. All lies. Tom Skinner, immaculate, blah, 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 blah. This, that, the other. Yeah, he went to Oxford University. All lies. And she sent it off to the Apprentice, forgot all about it. Months went past, Spain, she gets an email, would love to have him for an interview. Well, I've done what anyone would do, gone to Lakeside Shopping Centre, bought myself a new Ralph Lauren polo and a pair of Timberland boots.
Got to do what you got to do.
Rolled up to Oxford Street in West London for the interview, and I'm the only person in without a three-piece suit on. I thought, I've done it wrong in here. Went in there, had a laugh, met some people, and I remember everyone was going, well, I'm a city trader doing oil in the city down at Cheapskate, Liverpool Street. Yeah. And I work for HSBC and I'm a corporate bank, been university. I'm thinking, I am massively out of touch here. Like, I ain't got a clue. And they've gone, Tom, and I said, well, listen, I'm Tom Skinner. I can earn a few quid. I can make a few quid. I'll earn Rudiger a few quid. Bang, next thing, I'm going through the stages and I get the email and I get the show. Yeah. But one of the funny things is, I'll tell you this one now, was before, I've told a few of my mates. Now, none of my mates believed me. They didn't believe me. They thought I was all talking. Right? Yeah. So I was getting prank calls. Hello, Tom, it's me at the BBC. So when they actually rung me and said I've got the show, I actually went, off. Put the phone down, just with a number. 5 minutes later, and Tom, it's really us. I was like, no, I'm so sorry, mate. My mate's been winding me up. And I got the show, and it was, honestly, the best thing I've ever done. I was away from my family for 7 weeks, no phone, in a house. And that's when, obviously, I realised I said BOSH a lot more than what I knew I did. I've always said it on the market, and then you film this show for 7 weeks, right? And you're away for 7 weeks. And now, when I got back, now my mate Big Lanks, who I've worked with my whole life, is my mate. He's called Big Lanks because he is 6'8", covered in snake tattoos. In fact, he's so scary. When he's delivering mattresses for me, people ring and go, "Hi, is that? Oh, Tom, there's a man at my door with all snake tattoos." I went, "No, he's a delivery driver. Don't, he's all right." And he spread a rumour when I was away. He spread a rumour when I was away filming, and he went, "Oh, have you heard what happened to Tom Skinner?" And they've gone, "No, where is he?" Mate, they've only nicked him. He's in Chelmsford prison, isn't he? Yeah. He's told all my pals they've all believed him. Yeah. So when I've come back from film, was at a barbecue. My mates are trying to go, he's 100 quid, Tom. Well done, you all right? You gadget. And I'm thinking, I've been filming The Apprentice, you pricks. Oh, shut up, Tom. We know you've been. You're all right. How you doing? You're all right. You're all right. I've been filming The Apprentice. Shut up, Tom. Don't lie to us, you mug. You've been nicked, haven't you? Selling snide on the market again. No, I'm telling you straight. I ain't. Yeah? And none of them believe me. So this rumour went around that I was in prison. Anyway, I think 4 or 5 months come past to when it's coming out. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm front page of the newspaper.
Mate.
Tom Skinner. They was like, he was telling the truth.
Give him 100 quid back.
Went mad.
Mate, it's honestly, watching that and your rise from that and you now, it's like a movie. Like, you could make a movie of it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, like, no,
100%. Have there been any... All this is positive, isn't it? Have there been any negatives of the fame?
Not really. No, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I've been so lucky, touch wood, that I'm just a normal person. Like, I don't try and say that I'm anything that I ain't. Yeah. I'm a market trader from Romford that's worked hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm nothing special. I'm an everyday man. I go in the cafe every morning. I've got a lovely family, a beautiful wife. I've got a lovely little boy. I've got twins on the way.
Living the dream.
I want to do well for my family, and that's me. You know what I mean?
Has it changed? Are you still? Because now, obviously, you are one of the most recognisable faces in the country. Are you now doing more and more media work, and then less? Yeah,
mate.
Is the pillar business still going?
No. So unfortunately, he died, dropped down dead with COVID during the COVID lockdown.
Did he?
Yeah, mate, sad because I was having it off with Billy. But no,
I thought people would have been loving that during COVID, memory foam and all that.
Mate, during COVID, I bought a van. I was out doing mattresses, pillars. I done well for myself. I worked hard. I bought myself a Bentley off the back of it, and I've never had a Bentley in my life. And I'll tell you another funny story, right? So, I've got a few quid behind me. I'm doing well, and me and Shay just got a house. We moved to Brentwood now. It's 2020, and I rang my dad. I went, Dad, I've been having it this year. I've never earned so much money. He said, mate, I'm so proud of you. Well done. Keep cracking on. I said, Dad, I found this Bentley online down at a Bentley garage in Tunbridge Wells. I'm in love with it. He said, mate, be careful. I know about cars. I bought and sold cars my whole life. You don't go and buy the first Bentley you see. I said, yeah, but Dad, I've done really well. I've always dreamt of it. My dreams of a Bentley GT. I've always dreamt of having one. He said, well, Tom, let me come with you because I know about cars. I'm an expert. So I had a carry bag with the cash for the car in the carrier bag, and my dad's picked me up. I threw the bag in the boot of the car, and we're driving down to his showroom, and my dad's going, right, mate. He said, in my life, he said, I'm 60 odd years old now. I've bought hundreds of cars. You don't buy the first car you see. You look around it. You tell the dealer you ain't interested. You let them know that, listen, you know what you're talking about.
It's probably right, though. Yeah, it's probably right. Yeah.
But we're going there today. It's a very big investment. It's a big car. It's an expensive car. We're not going to buy it, Tom. He said, he said, but pretend you're in. I'll tell him that, look, he ain't that quite keen, and we'll play it off and we'll try and get a few quid off. And I went, all right, Dad, thank you very much. We've pulled up on this beautiful black Bentley GT with the cream orange leather seats and all the chrome wheels. He went, Tom, you got to buy it. and I bought myself his Bentley.
That's superb.
And I loved it. I loved it, and I had it for a little while. And I had to sell it when I was sitting on another company to get some money back in. And it's, honestly, my whole life has been insane. It's been insane.
He's good at it.
That's brilliant. So now, it's the media work now? Is that the...
So I'm still... So I own a few businesses. I obviously own BOSH Gym, BOSH Workwear. We make like things like this. Yeah. So if you've got a company, go to BOSH Workwear. If you've got a scaffolding company, a building company, you want personalised T-shirts, body warmers. Okay, We're based in South West London, and we can make you whatever you want. It's BOSH Comms and communicate. We've got another thing happening at the minute. So
Lovely.
Everything's BOSH brand, and we're just working hard. And look, I am trying to put my finger as many pies as I can. I want to secure a future for my children. When they get older, they've got a few quid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they ain't got to be on market stall selling stolen gear.
Has it always been a motivator for you? You know, if effectively, when you were a kid and maybe struggling, was being wealthy always a motivator?
Yeah, I mean, look. When I grew up, from a kid to my late teens, like my dad always done well. We always had a few quid, and we had a lovely house, good up. When my mum and dad split up when I was in my later teens, you know, my dad wasn't working, mum wasn't working. We went through hard times, and I never forget this time. And I always say this: I was like, bear in mind, I had the best upbringing ever, and I could never knock anyone. Honestly, I had a lovely upbringing, fantastic. When I got a bit older, it was hard, very hard. And I remember my mum had a 2-up, 2-down house, and I used to sleep on a pull-out bed on the floor, a little pull-out futon. I was never in a bedroom. My brother and sister were upstairs with my mum, because mum and dad wasn't together. And I had no money, and I was so embarrassed that I was on the floor. I used to wake up before they woke up, and whether I had no money, whatever, I used to get out of the house, go on earth, whatever I was doing, and I would come home after they went to bed because I didn't want to be there. And I always look back at that time and think, you know what, Tom, you've done all right. You know what I mean? I've got the big house now, I've got the nice cars, I've got a lovely family, and I've set myself in life that I'll be okay. And I always look back to that time and I think, you know what, mate, you slept on the floor, you had no dough, like, you worked hard, you done a bit of telly work that helped, and you've done all right. So that's
it's great though. I think that there's a culture that seems to be like quite prevalent at the moment where people are very sneery about people that do well, and I think that we kind of look down on people that are driven to succeed, driven to be financially secure. But I think that upwardly mobile story is like inspirational. I think that's how you should be. You're looking to provide for your family, looking to secure your future. I think it's a brilliant trajectory.
And enjoy life whilst doing it.
Exactly.
Cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Listen, I have enjoyed life more than anyone. Like, there ain't anyone that's enjoyed life more than me.
I follow you on Instagram. You might be right.
Honestly, I swear to you, like my whole life, I've learned this in life, and anyone watching can listen to this, right? There's a couple of things in life. Good people around you. Don't have people around you who are trying to suck you dry and pull you down. Find people that do, if you find people that are doing better than you, go and listen to them. Look, I'm like a sponge. I absorb things all the time. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn. Listen, I don't know anything at all. I'm just learning. Every day's a learning curve. And if you can push yourself, graft hard, be around good people, you will get there. No matter how bad your life is, how skint you are, no work on, your van's broke down, you kind of... Trust me, keep going. Don't give up. When you give up, that's when you finish. You've got to carry on. Yeah. That's it.
Completely agree.
You spoke about your wife. Obviously, that's the love. Your kids are your love. But let's talk about your first love, West Ham.
Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons.
I'm so bored of West Ham. Honestly, I'm so anti-West Ham. I'm gutted that they're not going down. Like, genuinely gutted.
Chelsea boy.
I'm so gutted. Do you know why? I'm sorry to just be so like anti and like change the entire course of this podcast.
It's going well as well.
It was going really well.
I'm sorry. Do you know what it is? I just can't bear it. It all started when you went on that Europa League run. Do you remember all that West Ham and massive nonsense? It drove me mad.
West Ham are massive. Everywhere we go.
I know, it just drove me mad.
Everywhere we go.
There's far too many West Ham fans in my life. And it's because it's so misleading. It's so not true.
Do you live West London way then?
I do.
And so you've gone to Chelsea your whole life?
He's proper, yeah.
Right, so I live the east side, I've gone to West Ham my whole life. You can understand why
Oh, no, I understand why you love them, absolutely. I just find
why have you got to rate us? Why are you not
West
happy
London
that a
thing.
club in London, you know what I mean? Why are you not...
No. Also,
you can't be that, can you? You can't be
I
like...
embrace that sort of, that petty tribal approach to football. Where,
it's sad, isn't it?
But, no, completely. How important is it that West Ham win it? Like, how significant will it be for West Ham to plant their flag in Europe? Mate?
Yeah, I think, look, for West Ham fans, massively, like, we've had a hard season. We've not done great this season yet.
It's been bad this season.
But got to remember, we had a couple of new starters. Like, we've lost Noble. Like, we're moving about a bit. You know, David Moyes I like David Moyes a lot, by the way. I love him, yeah. But it's been a very difficult season. We haven't put our feet in the ground. And now it seems like we've come to the end of the season, but we're on a bit of a rise at the minute. And I think the fans deserve it, because West Ham fans are the best fans in the world. You cannot say they're not. You can't.
Easy, steady on this.
No.
I think it would have been a really generous thing to say the best in East London.
I will say this though, the noise at Upton Park's different from the London Stadium.
Oh yeah, it's so sanitised.
Although yes, a lot of influencers are going there now.
Sanitised.
But I think London Stadium's getting there.
Yeah, but
do
you know what I would agree with that? The old ground, the old ground, going to West Ham.
It was intimidating as well.
It was incredible.
Intimidating.
Upton
Park, intimidating.
That chicken run and all that. It was a brilliant. It was a brilliant.
Growing up as a kid, going to Upton Park with my dad, with my uncles, like with my friends, it was phenomenal. You was close to the pitch, like
proper
the atmosphere
was
amazing. You know, around the ground, it was old school. Yeah, and
I like the way from a block of flats you could see it.
There was that one.
You'd have people standing on the roof where the TV was. And people had the flats hanging West Ham. It was brilliant.
Also, that walk as an away fan at the end.
Upton Park Station?
No, at the end of the game to Plasto. Dreadful. You go past that park, Queens, is it?
Yeah, it's
you
Queens.
just think, oh my God, yeah,
You're banging
dreadful.
trouble, aren't you?
Yeah. You basically think, please don't say it. Please don't notice. Yeah. Especially when you know
Chelsea out on.
Yeah, very intimidating. It was a brilliant away day, especially when there were some great battles then as well. Like obviously, Lampard was at Chelsea and Terry was at Chelsea, and obviously the antipathy that West Ham fans have. And I do think it's a shame that they've moved. I do think it's a shame because West Ham isn't quite.
Yeah, no. Do you know what it is? You haven't got the same. It's like I don't know. I remember the family feel at Upton Park. Everyone knew everyone. Everyone knew who sat there. Everyone was there. Sort of now you're sort of so spread out, and it's.
I even feel sorry for the local businesses at Upton Park.
Yeah, mate.
As you say, the Queen's Pub and the Corner,
all that. Yeah,
all of them have just missed out.
Yeah.
And the London Stadium,
and all that money's getting spent in the Westfield or where the money's being spent anyway.
Yeah, before it was about local companies and family. Now it's about big corporations and big money, and. It ain't the same. Honestly ain't the same.
No.
Like even the best atmosphere I've seen was honestly at Man United. Honestly on Sunday, that was the best atmosphere I've seen at the new stadium, and it was still not a tenth of what it was at the Bowling.
It's almost too big, isn't it? Yeah, everyone wants a bigger stadium, but that's almost too big. Upton Park,
still fill it up though. We still fill it up.
You do, don't you?
We still fill it up.
You do. Do you think Declan's gone in the summer?
120 million quid.
That's a lot in it.
Declan, please don't. If you're watching this, please don't leave us. Please.
That's such a good player.
He's wonderful.
Such a good player.
He's wonderful.
You cannot blame him.
No.
If he does go.
I feel him like he's like the new Joe Cole in a sort of weird little way. Like he wants to win things, and I can understand, and he probably won't do it at West Ham. That's me being honest, as a West Ham fan.
Yeah.
And you can't blame him for wanting the big titles and the title races and the bigger money, but he is Mr. West Ham now. Like he is sort of slowly taking over Nobles, and we love him so much at West Ham, and he does so much, and he's a good player, and he's good for the fans, and everyone loves him. I think if we see him go, it will really affect us.
Where is he not allowed to go to?
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Listen, as a
Millwall.
Declan Rice fan,
Millwall.
Millwall. He ain't going.
Do you know what I've heard? I've heard that David Moyes might be having a bit of a run for his money in the dugout stakes at West Ham.
Listen. No, so what happened was, so I was actually in Dino's Cafe having me breakfast, yeah? Phone rings, I got, it's going to sound really muggy now, but I got a manager and I, yeah?
He's got an agent.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Yeah, all that Romford chat at the beginning, yeah. This in Romford, that in Romford. My manager phoned me.
Had me breakfast, he's gone, all right, Tom? He's gone, mate, listen, a massive opportunity's come through. I said, what's that? He said, they want you to manage a West Ham side. I went, what? Whoa, slow down, shh, everyone, shh.
Yeah.
What? They need you to manage West Ham. Mate, I can do that. Where we got to be?
Yeah. The answer's yes. I don't even know what or anything.
They've gone, right, so next week, Tuesday morning, at 9:30 a.m, you need to be at London Stadium, meet the West Ham team, they're going to tell you all about it. I went, can't believe it. So I run me Dad, guess what? West Ham, when we come down for a meeting, about magic, he went, wow, fantastic. He said,
What a story that is.
I know.
Where you come from?
I know.
Life is mental.
My life team supporting them.
It's mental.
And then, so my dad's rung his best mate, my Uncle Steve, and then, anyway, my mate Cole the cabbie, he's a black cab driver in London, ended up becoming my full-time driver because we're busy doing bits and pieces, and we can sit in the back of black cab, go through bus lanes and miss the traffic.
Wonderful.
Love that. Love supporting that. My dad's a black cab driver. I love that.
Up the black cabbies.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's gone, Tom, he said, I'll be at yours at 8:30, gives us an hour to get down and get a bacon roll and go. And he said, I said, lovely. I said, see you in the morning. This is the day before. So anyway, in my house, and I've got a nice driveway, and you can see the cars coming in my front room's my bedroom's on the front of the house. So I'm upstairs getting dressed in the mirror, doing my hair. Not that I look like I do it, but I'm doing my hair like that. And all of a sudden the black cab's pulled in, my mate Cole, yeah, and I've looked at it and I went, I was thinking, who's that in the back of the cab? Like, who are they? Yeah? And I think, why is there two people in the back of the cab? Anyway, his phone's gone outside, 2 minutes just doing my hair. Boom. Kiss me, what? Mwah. Kiss me, what? Mwah. See you later on. Walk down the stairs and get the cab. Open the door. I said, right, Dad, all right, Uncle Steve, what are you doing here? yeah. So, what are you doing? They was like, you having a meeting in West Ham? I was like, listen, please don't mess it up for me, yeah? Please.
This ain't the one, yeah.
They said, no, it's West Ham, we're going to come with you for guidance.
For guidance?
Guidance?
Yeah.
You both stink of booze. So I've jumped in the cab, we goes down to get to West Ham, we goes in there, boom. Someone says, right, they're going to come and meet you now, but we sat in the captain's lounge and we're sitting there and I'm all excited, don't really know how to meet him. My dad's sitting there, my Uncle Steve's sitting there, my manager's sitting there. I'm like, what's going on? And they've come and they've gone and they're all sat down, they've got his laptops out and the guys at West Ham, Tony Watson, Dave and Jack, they're blinders, they're nice people. And they've gone, right, Tom, you are famous now. I was like, well, yeah, a little bit. Famous for saying Bosch, famous for being a West Ham fan, famous for this, that. I went, thank you very much. We're going to put a West Ham team together and we're going to go in the TST in North Carolina in June. Okay, brilliant. Suppose you want me to put a post on Instagram.
Yeah.
No. We want you to manage the team.
That's unreal.
And I went, whoa.
That's unreal.
Mate,
I said, what? Matt, I said, hang on a minute. I said, I don't really know a lot about managing football apart from on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I said, Tom, you've got what it takes. Really? Have I got what it takes? Really? Anyway, so they started talking, and then Tony's gone. So we need to leave on the 1st of June out in North Carolina. We're going to land there. We're going to do it. Dad's gone, whoa, hang on a minute, mate. Just so you know, me and Uncle Steve, when we get on the plane, we only turn left. I've gone, shut up, don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it, it's my big moment, don't ruin it. Yeah? And we had a laugh, this, that, the other. And I said, no, seriously, we're going to do the TST. We're going to try and build the West Ham brand in America, and we'd love you to be the manager.
I've noticed they've done that actually recently. Well, Carlton Cole's out there quite a lot doing bits out there.
So obviously Carlton Cole, we playing under, mate, Carlton Cole, legend, by the way.
Legend.
So obviously Dortmund are out there, Wolves are out there, like there's some...
And do you know who you're playing?
Yeah, mate, there's 36 or 34 teams, 7 aside, in America, £1 million up for grabs.
In Charlotte?
In
North Carolina.
In North Carolina.
I think that would be Charlotte. I went there with Chelsea once. It'd be brilliant, mate.
Mate, honestly, and like Ryan Reynolds has got a team for Wrexham.
Yeah.
I'll be up against Ryan Reynolds as a manager because he'll be managing Wrexham.
Oh my God.
Mate,
I saw Hashtag doing that as well.
Hashtag United.
Hashtag doing it, yeah.
Mate, it's
that's incredible, that is.
Yeah, Wolves are out there. It's insane.
That's incredible.
That's got to be that's it, isn't it?
Well,
You've done it. You've retired.
Clock
That's it.
life, innit?
Yeah.
You know, life's been clocked. I've done life.
We've got some fantastic players who are West Ham through and through, and look, to have the honour to manage them, I'm honoured. You know, I'm over the moon, and I can't wait to get out there. And if we win it, David Moyes will be us. He'll be like, Tommy.
Yeah.
What next for you? You've done so much. You're doing so well still. Is there like this big, massive goal out there?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to do the jungle.
Do you want to do it?
Oh, do you fancy that?
I've been having talks about doing it. Listen, it ain't nothing set in stone yet, but the
That's
jungle.
hard, that is.
I would lose. I would lose.
That's everyone says that, to go in there, you'll
lose.
You come out looking like David A. Remember when he went in there?
Yeah.
But all eating monkeys, balls, and just.
Listen, the goal in life for me, is I'll be honest with you, I've already every single goal I've ever set in my life, I've hit. I've hit all of them, and I think just win the jungle. That'll be the crown on the top.
America, crack America, do a something over there.
Yeah, they just start saying Bosch in America. I mean, I'm out there in North Carolina, but I think look, just carry on doing well, building myself up. All my mates are working around me. I'm getting all my mates work now as well, which I love to do, and provide for my family, and just carry on. Yeah, just carry. Hopefully, I'm on this train journey. Yeah, I'm on this mad train that don't stop. It's like a super speed bullet train, and I'm on it, and I'm piloting it, and I don't know what's going on, and it's a crazy life at the minute. But look, if I can bring my friends, my family with me, I'll carry on doing it. Nick a few quid, because it ain't going to last forever. Nick a few quid, carry on going, win at West Ham in North Carolina, you know, become mayor of London, run the country, and then probably, you know, that's it really.
It's crazy though, because you get those random people that go for like mayors.
Yeah.
I would love to see the numbers you could get of support. It would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Mate, we got one vote. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, listen. This right. So I done a speech at the Oxford University. Yeah. Bear in mind, they've got
what
a book.
What are you doing there?
Exactly. There's a book, yeah, and in the book, right, I swear on my life, right. So all they've got Barack Obama. Listen to this, right? Barack Obama, John Major, Johnny Depp, Ricky Gervais, Matt Hancock, and I turned it and they said, "Do you want to write something?" I went, because I'm doing the speech. I thought, how am I in this situation? I've just put Tom Skinner, be lucky, Bosch.
You say that, yeah. You say that, and we can have a laugh about what you're doing there, but I mean, even the fact that you went for the Apprentice, and as you say, everyone there is university degrees and masters, and they work for banks, and you're probably the most successful person out of that Apprentice run.
You still pals with anyone from your crew?
All of them. I speak to Lord Sugar a bit on WhatsApp.
Do you?
Mate, I'll tell you a funny story, actually, because he might get in trouble here, but I'm going to say it anyway. So I had these Rolex wall clocks, and they was like copies of Rolex clocks, and I've got a WhatsApp group with about 300 people in it. And anytime I get anything, mirrors or cars, I go, boom, in the group box.
Even now, still?
I can't stop, mate. You cannot stop the hustle. Once you start, you never stop, and I love it. And I had these Rolex wall clocks come in, and for whatever reason, I've added Lord Sugar accidentally, by the way, to the WhatsApp group, to the WhatsApp broadcast. Yeah. Sent out the pictures of all these Rolex wall clocks, the Daytonas, the Submariners, the deep sea dive, whatever they are. Bosh out there. These lovely Rolex wall clocks, 150 each, or 3 or whatever, 3 to 400 quid. I can't remember what it was. Sent it out, and ting ting. I'll have 2. I'll have this. I'll have one in the kitchen. Bosh, but anyway, I'm sitting there. Boom. Lord Sugar. Hello, mate. Can you pop down to me office in Loughton? My son wants a couple, and so do I. So I've drove straight down there. I thought, lovely. And Lord Sugar, honestly, he bought about 20 of these clocks.
Really?
Sent some out to America. He's obviously sent to his own. His son had some. And bear in mind, he's got a lovely family, nice people. And I still deal with them all the time. And about 6 months went past, and Lord Sugar is on Sky News. We were behind him, and I was like, I sold him them.
He must love it though. When you came for the door, he must have loved seeing you.
Yeah,
because he's seen thousands of the others.
Yeah.
Like literally, you could copy and paste.
I think he sees something within, like his whole journey isn't dissimilar.
You watch him on Twitter.
He was Brick Lane that way, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah,
is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Is he Hackney? Yeah. So there you go. So he's probably seen
it. Listen, like. My dad's from Hackney, all my family from East London, all from around that way, you know what I mean? I grew up in Romford, like, he went to me, he was like, mate, you know what I like about you? He said, you always hold the door open. I went, because I didn't realise, little
basic things like that.
Like, when you talk about basic manners, hold the door open, say please, say thank you. Basic manners, I've always been about manners. My little boy, I'm teaching my little boy, say thank you, he goes, Daddy, thank you. 4.
Yeah, just like saying
it's all about manners. Like,
yeah, of course.
And I think you just like, I've got manners, I'm respectful, and I work hard, and that's about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, superb.
Like, before you go, I've got something, because obviously you can sell anything to anyone.
Yeah.
You can sell sand to the Arabs. We want to see if you could sell us a couple of items.
Let's go. Give me some.
It's a Spurs scarf.
Yeah, chuck it on a fire behind you. Yeah.
Could you sell
Pink
that
Tottenham scarf.
pink Tottenham scarf to a West Ham fan? And how would
Well,
you
I'll
do
say
it?
it to one of yous.
Yeah, go on
Yeah.
then.
Right, now you have to give me a figure to be realistic, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
What's a realistic figure?
So if you walked into a shop,
Yeah.
what would you pay for it, honestly? If you had to pay, if you had to pay
50
something.
quid.
Sold.
No, you.
Done.
That's how much they cost,
Where's me
don't they?
50 quid?
Is that how much they cost?
No,
how much they cost
nothing
these
like
scarves?
that.
No, what are they? 20 quid?
Tottenham.
They're about £5.
They're £5.
Really?
They give them away at Tottenham because they're
All right, I said it, but this has been the best one we've done so far.
By a mile.
Tom, congratulations for everything in life, honestly.
Love, mate.
Everything
Love
you've done
that.
in
Love
life.
that, love
Tom,
that.
thank
From
you
where
so
you've
much
come
for
from,
coming on, mate.
I'm East London as well, I'm Stratford. From where you've come from, like...
Not quite Kilburn, but
Not quite,
yeah.
but all of us from council houses.
Yeah, true.
All of us from council houses,
Yeah.
council flats, so you're an inspiration to everyone that's come up through that.
Yeah, brilliant pod. Thank you so much, Tom. We really do mean it. Really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it, and a Bosch.
What a great podcast this has been. Remember, you can download this podcast wherever you download your podcast from. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel as well, make sure you leave a comment, thumbs up, like and share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.